Kids, in the mysterious lands of the East, a fierce sandstorm brewed one night, obscuring the sky. And in that very moment, a baby boy named Aladdin was born, his destiny woven with extraordinary events. Aladdin grew up in poverty with his mother, working in the marketplace to make ends meet. In the same country, in a magnificent palace, lived Princess Yasmine, born on the very same day as Aladdin. Her beauty was legendary. But despite her wealth, she felt a profound emptiness. Her only friend was a tiny, colorful hummingbird. Sometimes, to escape her loneliness, Yasmine would cover her face with a veil and wander through the crowded public market, where no one ever recognized her. One morning, Aladdin was heading to work, shovel in hand, when he noticed a strange man lingering by an old well. The man looked nervous, as if he were hiding something. As Aladdin passed, the man called out, "Hey, wait, look over here." Aladdin approached the man cautiously. The man leaned in and whispered, "If you help me, I'll give you a sack full of gold." Aladdin's eyes widened. A sack of gold! Thought of his mother, how this could change their lives, and he quickly agreed. The man explained he'd dropped something into the well and needed Aladdin to retrieve it. He tied a thick rope around Aladdin's waist and began lowering him down. The well was pitch black, and Aladdin's heart pounded in his chest. But he was brave. Reaching the bottom, he struck a match and gasped. The walls glittered with jewels, emeralds, rubies, and gold. And right in front of him sat an old, dusty lamp. This must be what the man wanted. "I think I found it," he shouted up. The man grew excited, tugging on the rope, urging him to hurry. But Aladdin was mesmerized by the treasure. As the man kept pulling, Aladdin started his difficult climb back up. Just as he neared the top, the man said, "Give me the lamp. Then you can hold on more easily." But the moment Aladdin handed it over, the man let go of the rope. Aladdin fell, screaming, back into the dark well. The lamp, fumbled by the wicked man, tumbled down with him, hitting him on the head. Furious, the man stormed off, leaving Aladdin trapped and alone. For days, he shouted for help, but no one heard him. He saw a tiny glint of light coming from a ring. As he slipped it on his finger, the well lit up and a huge giant appeared before him. "You have 3 wishes," the giant boomed. Without hesitation, Aladdin wished to be free from the well. In an instant, he was out, with only the old lamp in his possession. Hurrying home through the market, he accidentally bumped into Princess Yasmine. He was struck speechless by her beauty, and she, in turn, couldn't take her eyes off him. Though they quickly apologized and parted ways, a spark had been lit in both their hearts. Back home, Aladdin told his mother everything. She decided to clean the dusty lamp to sell it. But as she wiped it, the room filled with smoke, and a magnificent blue genie emerged. He had been trapped for years and, overjoyed by his freedom, swore to serve Aladdin forever. For his first wish, Aladdin asked for a splendid feast. Instantly, a banquet laden with delicious food appeared. Thanks to the genie, Aladdin and his mother became incredibly wealthy, moving from their old hut to a grand mansion. Meanwhile, the Sultan discovered Yasmine had been sneaking out of the palace. Furious, he locked her in her room. She spent her days gazing out the window, dreaming of the handsome young man from the market. Word of Aladdin's new fortune reached the Sultan, who summoned him to the palace. He demanded that Aladdin prove his wealth by bringing 40 soldiers, each carrying a chest full of gold. As Aladdin left the palace, his eyes met Yasmine's. He realized she was the girl from the market and was determined to win her father's approval. Yasmine rushed to her father, confessing her love for the young man she had just seen. The Sultan, however, was skeptical. "Let's wait and see, my daughter. First, he must fulfill my wishes." Aladdin hurried home and summoned the genie, wishing for 40 soldiers with chests of gold. The genie snapped his fingers, and they appeared. The next day, Aladdin presented them to the Sultan, who was so impressed, he agreed to the marriage. Their wedding was a grand celebration, remembered for ages. One day, while Aladdin was away, an old peddler walked through the palace gardens, shouting old things for trade. Yasmin, seeing Aladdin's dusty old lamp, decided to trade it for a newer, shinier one. She had no idea the peddler was the same wicked man who had trapped Aladdin in the well. Overjoyed, the man rubbed the lamp. The blue genie appeared, and the man commanded him to transport the palace, with the princess inside, to the lost lands of the desert. When Aladdin returned, both his wife and his home were gone. He remembered the ring he'd found. Slipping it on, the giant appeared again. "What do you wish from me? You have only 2 wishes left." Aladdin wished to be by Yasmin's side. The giant clapped his hands, and a flying carpet appeared. It whisked him away to the desert palace. Aladdin snuck inside and saw Yasmin serving the wicked man, who had the blue genie's lamp on his lap. Aladdin used the ring one last time. "Wish for whatever you want," the giant said, "but this is your last wish." Aladdin wished for the wicked man to be turned into a bird. Instantly, the man transformed and flew out the window. Aladdin ran to Yasmin and embraced her, quickly grabbing the lamp. He rubbed it, and the blue genie appeared. Aladdin's final command was to return the palace to its rightful place. The genie obliged, and the magnificent home floated back to its original spot. From that day forward, Aladdin and Princess Yasmin lived happily ever after, becoming the happiest couple in all the East. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more fairy tales.